Don King. So Bob, I know you're excited about being back here for a spectacular St. Patrick's Day weekend.
Thank you, Christina. And I want all of you to look up on this stage, see all of these fighters. And the thing that should really stick out the most is they come from all over the world, all kinds of ethnic backgrounds. 3 young men from Puerto Rico, all suffered greatly during the storm and hurricane that racked the island of Puerto Rico. They're here. They're going to show what great fighters they are, and I welcome them to New York, to this card. We have a light heavyweight fight matching the pride of Kharkov, Ukraine, Oleksandr Gvozdyk, and a young man representing France from the great city of Marseille. A terrific super lightweight championship between AMIR and the Central Valley of California's own JOSE Ramírez. And of course, why we're here today, really, on celebrating St. Patrick's Day on Saturday night, the pride of Ireland, Mick Conlan. This is a tremendous card, and it should be a lot of fun. Now you see, Don King, who's sitting on my left, has a big picture of the man who unfortunately is President of the United States. I'm here with a red cap that says pro-immigrant and proud. And I really dedicate this card to the dreamers, particularly, who deserve a pathway to citizenship because they are contributing greatly to this country, and to the immigrants who came here illegally, who worked their whole lives in the fields, picking the produce that fed people in the United States and around the world. We have to find a way to give these people the pathway to citizenship as well. We are all immigrants, and America's strength is from the immigrant community, and we have to find a way to integrate all of these people into what is a great country, the United States of America. I'm not going to preach anything.
Thank you, Bob. And Don, it's good to see you back. I believe the last time I saw you and Bob sitting side by side was for Cotto Mayorga, one of the first fights that I had the privilege to cover. So welcome back, Don, and you're here with your fighter, AMIR. So we'll get to talking about your fighter in just a moment, but if you just want to give a brief comment about promoting once again, with the man to your right and Bob Arum, this spectacular event at Madison Square Garden.
Why did you use the word brief? Don,
yeah. It's hopeful speaking. You know how it goes.
Only in America. You must understand. First, I want to give thanks to my back home would be, why would I say that? My family, Jim Dolan and Charles Dolan. Charles is going to fly in here, and because I'm here, and so we're going to celebrate the Madison Square Garden. It is the Mecca of Boxing, and it's a fantastic thing to be here and to be at war with Mr. Arum here. Some of the things he said has some vitality to it. That the whole country is a country of immigrants. And so, but you got all the fighters here, Viva Puerto Rico. You know, when that Puerto Rico be casa su casa. So we want to take care of all of the fighters from Puerto Rico. But I got 2 fighters that are coming in one from Ghana, and I'm going to introduce it to you after we get to work with the fighters. His name is Mensa, you know what I mean? And he is going to be fighting for the world title against a Golden Boys fighter, the explosive Puerto Rican, you know, and so Machado. And so that's going to be a world title fight. And then we have Expo. Expo is Isaac Expo from Nigeria. You know what I mean? And that's right there. Expo from Nigeria. and I'm sending word to the president, you know what I mean, that everything is going to be good, and we're going to have a great fight with him next week in Germany. You know what I mean? So we're here at Madison Square Garden, which is the center of the world. It ain't just New York, New York, you have to name it twice, but it's a center of the world. And I'm just delighted to be here with my buddy Amar here that's going to take, and I feel so sorry about the Puerto Rico, Jose is Mexicano. Yeah, Jose, you know, so we want to be able to say we will give another chance, you know what I mean? So later on down the road. But we're going to have a great, great fight here, and we want everybody to come and see it because we really is declaring war on Bob Arum and Top Rank, you know what I mean, who wouldn't feed us, you know what I mean? He's talking about all these wonderful things of the dreamers. I'm a dreamer, but you know, we can't get fed, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? He give us half the money for all the people, you know what I mean? That ain't Bob. I have to say this. Our crews have an acrimony that's seemingly is challenging, you know what I mean, because they can't understand what it is. But little things, like you say, Jose versus Imam. Imam is the #1 mandatory challenger. But these little things, you know, so Bob is very ingenious. Now, even though it's just a Billy, you know what I mean, we're going to say it because I've talked to the Lord. The Lord said the last will be first, and the first will be last. You know what I mean? So we say, okay, that's on the Billy. You got Jose Ramírez, you know, on top of the guy who gave him an opportunity. But those are the nuances that he uses that you can't get around. You got to always be ahead, otherwise you're going to be dead. So you got to understand you're just going to be able to deal with it and make it happen. So we're going to have a great, great fight here in Madison Square Garden, and it should be a sellout. So I want everybody to come. I'm going to sing Tooraloo, an Irish lullaby. I got the island flag here somewhere. Where is that island? No, that's Mexicano. Oh, yeah.
Use that one too.
Yeah, WBC. Yeah, where's Ireland there? There, where's Ireland? There we go. Here we go. For all of the Irish fans, you know, this is just what it is about. You know, oh Danny boy. You know, we're gonna make things happen in Ireland like they've never happened before. You know what I mean? But we're gonna demonstrate what the St. Patty's Day means. You know what I mean? And so I'm happy to be a part of a great, you know, a great camaraderie, a great situation where all of us are together. But I want everyone to know that we coming here, and the rest of, I ain't gonna bother the rest of Arum's card. I'm gonna just stick with the championship fight that we come, which will declare the war that we're gonna do it. And this is what I would think that other countries would wanna do. Put on some gloves, don't be killing people, conversation rather than devastations. You know what I mean? So I want to be able to deal with that, and at least you can have a return match. You can't have a return match when you use the bomb, the bullet, and the knife, and all of those type of things, artilleries. So I want to be able to say that we're going to set, Arum and I are going to set peace talks, you know what I mean, after we knock him out. We're going to set peace talks to try to make things happen, you know, that would be good for everyone. And they can take and imitate and emulate us, then they can be able to deal with the rest of the world with this here. So we're going to be fighting everybody and anybody that wants to stop people from being people, and we're going to be our brother's keeper, as the good Lord says. So I'm very happy to be back home at Madison Square Garden. I can hardly wait to see Charles Dolan when he comes in. But it's going to be an exciting adventure. And before I close, I'm going to close with the bravado of the youth of Parkland High School, the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, who are speaking out against the politicians that are not doing the job that we sent them there to do, as George Washington would say, that they are our servants, and when they vote against what the people's interest is, or contrary to what their best interest is, then you should recall them. And that's what these young kids are doing. They're speaking out, challenging these dying the mass politicians who marry the government, you know what I mean? It's not like you know, you're gonna get elected. Donald Trump is calling for terms, you know what I mean? And at least closing off, when you see this man that Arum don't like, you know, he's the best thing to happen to America since the colonies struck out against King George. You know what I mean? Because now he's bringing it all out. All the hidden idiosyncrasies, all the hidden racist things, all the hidden corruption, he's bringing it out for us to discuss, review, debate, and to change. And so it's going to be on us, governed by the consent of the governed. The greatest nation in the world, America. Now we will transform, sweetheart, we're going to do this here because we're in this house. This is the Mecca, and we got to bring our prayers and our thoughts and everything to the Mecca so that you can be able to deal with it. And that's what the hand of God. You see, we have the hand of God is right there. You know what I mean? So you got to understand. Okay,
Where's the young man from Ghana? Where's the young man from Nigeria?
Daddy.
All right, I want to welcome you here. Are your countries shithole countries?
No.
No, of course not. Thank you.
Leave it. Leave it to Bob. This is, that's the system. That's what you got to understand.
Thank you very much.
They use that system in order to divide and dissent. You know what I mean? But you're too smart for that. Your job is to knock out, Expo is to knock out Sway. Your job, Mensa, is to knock out Machado.
All right, let's knock out the rest of this
So
press
don't get
conference.
caught up in this systematic changing your point of view and what you are out to get. That's what you got an example of it. I tell you, the man's a genius. You know what I mean? You got an example of what it is now to try to divide and conquer. But we're not going to let that happen to us. We're not going to let that happen to us. Ghana, we're going to be right there with Mamadou, our president, and with Nigeria, right there with him. We're going to make certain that everybody knows, and they know what time it is. And they say, how long? Not long. All right, how long? Not long. All right, roll with it then.
All right, Christina.
Thank you.